Good morning, St. John's folks. Father Art here for my 8:38 morning message. And there is a nip in the air here in White Bear. It's actually really nice. I got out for a walk with my dog this morning, and I actually needed. I didn't bring them, but I needed gloves because it's chilly out there. It feels good though. That's part of the reason. I often think that when people ask why I live in the cold climate, I say it's like exercising in air conditioning. We're so lucky. All winter long we get to exercise in God's great air conditioning. So anyway, I hope you have the same sort of attitude about the cold weather that's going to be coming to our neck of the woods here. I wanted to make, before I get into just some brief announcements, today is Indigenous Peoples Day, and it's a federal holiday, and actually I think they just made it into a Minnesota state holiday as well. And Minnesota schools that choose to stay open this day, they are, I think, requiring that about an hour class be conducted on just instructing about some of the history of Indigenous peoples here in our nation. And of course, it's a mixed history, as primarily white European settlers took over this country and pushed out Indigenous peoples to various places and subjected them to conditions that were inhumane. Of course, it's a complex history, but it's one that I think the full story needs to be told, especially in light of what's happening over in the Middle East with Israel and Palestine. That's a complex situation over there. Of course, I don't think anybody is condoning the unprovoked attack of Hamas on Israel. Nobody's condoning that, and innocent people in Israel were killed, but also innocent people are being killed in Palestine now as a reaction to that and as a response to that, as Israel, I'm sure, will, if history tells us anything, Israel will respond fivefold what they have received. Already they've cut off food and water supplies, power to those 2+ million people living in Gaza. So it's a complex situation over there. Of course, our prayers are needed, and I ask for your prayers for those people, as I think over 1,200 people so far have been killed. Most of those are innocent people that have been killed. They're not soldiers, but innocent people. And I guess what I would ask is that before you take sides on this issue, to educate, all of us need to educate ourselves on what that situation is. It's not unlike the situation that we have had with Indigenous peoples, pushing out Indigenous peoples, taking over their land, and then the conflict and the violence that has ensued primarily as a result of that. So that, the nation of Israel was set up in the late 40s, and this has been going on for 70+ years. So it's immensely complex, with innocent people on both sides being killed and suffering just awful situations. So our prayers are needed, certainly. Education is needed, certainly. And before we're so quick to pick a side, I would encourage you to do some reading and educate yourself on that situation. All right, peace, and one last thing about that. I don't want to get all preachy on you, but peace only comes with justice. Long-lasting peace comes with justice. We see that in the Bible. We know that through history of human beings' history, and so as we look for a peaceful, help the people of the Middle East, particularly Palestine and Israel, look for a peaceful resolution. That has to be it has to be done in a just situation. So that's tricky and hard, difficult work, a lot of negotiation, and so far we haven't figured it out. And so anyway, lots of prayers for those folks over there. Okay, so what's going on at St. John's? We're into the fall. We're super busy. We have lots of exciting things that are in store. Of course, our Wilderness Wednesdays continue. That is on Wednesday evening. We start at 5:30, have a light supper, and then we break into various groups. Rising Generations, so our youth and young people usually have an intergenerational programs that they put on Wednesday evenings. There's a Transformed by the Word adult Bible study that goes on starting at 6:15. Our choir rehearses at 7:15. So it's a busy place on Wednesday evening, and we'd love for you to be a part of that and engage wherever you want. The Bible study, they're always looking for new people to join that. And same as the choir. And we've just started, the choir has just begun to rehearse again. So this is a great time to join the choir if you're thinking about doing that. Many thanks to all those who put on the rummage sale this past week. That worked really hard. We've been gathering things. That was all kind of staged, ready for sale. Lynn Gadboy was our key person in that, and Lynn just did a fantastic job organizing a group of folks that did a splendid job. The net profit was $3,008, which is more than in past years. So that was a great thing, but also just the camaraderie of that was just fantastic, wonderful to see. So many thanks to all of you who helped out with the rummage sale this past week. Kate, my colleague Kate Maxwell, will be leading a book study called Aging Gracefully. It's based on a book by Joan Chittiser, and that's going to start, I think, at the end of October 27th or so. I'm also doing a study of the Gospel of Luke. It's a one-day tour through Luke, and it's basically 4 hours, 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock on a Saturday. And 3 of those hours will be looking at Luke. 1 of those hours will just be a lunch that we do together. And it'll be fast-paced. We'll have a number of lectures, like 15-minute lectures with some Q&A after those, and just a break until the next one. So lots of breaks, lots of dialogue. Should be a whole lot of fun, and hopefully all of us will come away understanding the Gospel of Luke just a little bit better. So hopefully you can join me for that. That's October 28th, Saturday, October 28th, Luke in one day. Of course, we have lots of other things going on. Maggie DeSmet, our Rising Generations minister, has lots going on for those folks. So check out the e-news, check out Maggie's. She sends out a separate email for families. So if you're interested in that, check that out too. And of course, if you drop on by the church, we're here most days, Sunday through Thursday. So drop by if you need anything, or if you just want to see us, and or just give us a call if you need anything. Really appreciate it. Have a super week. Hope to see you soon. God bless.